is the easiest thing to keep away. Because you understand at that point, and really you have a point of reference of not having it. When you're standing in bliss, joy, love, presence, in total harmony with what made you, you always can remember what it felt like to not have that. And when you're standing fully in it, it's just easier to maintain. Because you are satisfied. You do have well-being. Your expression is from joy. It does have an energetic impact in the world. It is flowing top down like it always should have been in the first place. It's not a Tower of Babel. It's a ray of sunlight hitting the planet. It's going the right direction. We are our minds. We can decide all day long. It'll never, ever be any more real than what this is. You feel it. Could you imagine making an egg sandwich in that state? Wouldn't that just be amazing? Can you imagine how tasty that egg sandwich would be when someone else ate it? From that state. Being is love. Don't let anyone tell you any differently. They're lying to you. The mind does not know what it is. It never will. It's not for the mind. The mind has no business being involved in it. You are the being. The consistent streaming of life force through those eyeballs. That's love. It isn't love, but it is. But it isn't, but it is. I mean, all we can really say about it is that feels like well-being. That feels like satisfaction. And that was free. All it took is a little will, a little intent, which you have plenty of, and some time, which you can manufacture if you need to. And the rest of it is just done. Slip into the present, and bam, there you are. Right? All the weight goes away. The mind quiets down. You're free to just be. You go as fast as you want to go. There's ultimately something satisfying about that, isn't there? find yourself not able to be present, at least in that moment, there's still something you can do that's kind of present. Stop beating the shit out of yourself.
Stop what?
Beating the shit out of yourself.
Oh.
Acknowledge it, recognize it, and reapply your intent. I was telling these two girls on the way down here that your intent, every time you have an original intent, your purpose, what you wanted to do, what you have put out that your heart's desire, which is really not desire, right? That is prime directive from source, from what made you. That's how the heart follows you, right? That prime directive, right? So, in order to follow that, Maddie, finish do you remember what we were talking about? Tell them. Put it in a woman's way.
I don't know if I can.
Try. Take the head out of it and just express it.
The intent is in your heart. Your head doesn't have anything to do with it. Your head would take you into what it can get out of it, or what, what's going to happen. So it's not in the present. The intent is right now. The intent is not what you're going to do tomorrow. It's not about what the intention of what's going to go on. The intent lives within you. It's a part of your being. It's not anything that's guided. It just happens. And if you're fully present into right now, then the stronger the intent is. And the intent is not about something. It's just directional.
Pretty close. Pretty close. That was pretty good though. She pays attention to herself. That's pretty good. When you have your original intent, you know what that is. I know what it was for you. I know what it was for Mary. Right? And I also see that you get kind of frustrated when you seem to be missing that. Here's the trick. Whenever thinking of that particular thing, that goal, that destination, right? Bring your intent, your original intent back. What it does is it corrects your trajectory. It always corrects it. It will always correct it. Do you understand what intent is? It's the heart's prime directive. That's always going to be there. No matter what little tangent you want to go off on, it's always going to be there. It's always going to be aligned with that purpose, and you can stray away from it. All you're ever going to feel is restless because of it.
It's the heart of your being. The heart. Well, you can only be in that in the present.
So the intent always acts to correct the trajectory. It's not agenda. Agenda are the things out in the world you got to do. Intent is a compass. It's your co-pilot.